Hi, Katzcradul here. I am a barefoot kind of person. I always have been. I was barefoot as a child, and even though I'm about to be 60 years old, I still go barefoot. I only put on my shoes when I have to leave the house. As I get older, this is posing some problems, especially when I go barefoot during the winter. My feet get dry and cracked, and I always said I would never have old lady looking feet, but after the winter's over, they look pretty bad. I have for years used this little implement. It's made by Dr. Scholl's, and it really is nothing more than 2 pieces of glorified sandpaper glued to this plastic wand. There's one side that says fine, and you can tell the grit on it is a little finer, and then this other side says coarse. So when I want to file off some of the dry skin that collects on your heels and around your toes, I have used this for years, and I usually start with the coarse side and then finish with the fine side, and it takes the little dry skin off your feet. It does take a good bit of work if you're older and you've built up some thick layers of dry skin. It takes a little bit of work to do it. I have broken 2 of these because if you apply a lot of pressure, this narrow part of the wand can weaken a bit, and so I've snapped those off. I don't remember what I pay for these. I think they're probably $7 to $10, and they do a pretty good job. But if this was your heel, you're doing a lot of motion to get that dry skin off. But I have used this and used it for years, and it's all right. Now, for those places where you get some really thick calluses, I decided to invest in one of these. This is called a PED, P-E-D, PED egg. And when you open it up, there is the top of the little device that looks very, very much like a very fine cheese grater. And what this does over the thick part where you have calluses or some built up dry skin, you pull this one way across that area and it shaves off the skin, the thick part. I can see where this could be very, very dangerous if you're not very careful, because you want to start just very shallowly, not pressing very hard, or you could get into some tender skin. When you're done, you would lift this up, this place comes up, and then the dry skin would be collected in here, and you would just dump it in your trash. I know this is kind of a little bit of a gross conversation, but if you're a barefoot person like I am, and you're getting older and your skin is getting drier, you might appreciate this. So then there it is. My husband has a callus that he scrapes off. He uses this now. I have quit using this because I'm afraid of hurting myself. But he has a callus, and there it is. There's the skin, and you just dump that out into the trash. I just wanted to show you. Okay. I am not a person who is very prone to being impressed by the as seen on TV commercials. Most of that stuff is junk in my opinion, but this little device really caught my eye, and I'm not one to do very many product reviews, but after I used this, I was so impressed that I thought I would tell you about it in case you have the same issues I do. I'd already thrown away the packaging except for this, and the name of this is Amope, A-M-O-P-E, Petty Perfect, an electronic foot file. And I thought I'd try it. I almost didn't get it last night because it was $35, but I have such an issue because of this barefooted tendency that I have that I thought I'd try it. I loved it. Got it home, took it out of the package. It's ready to go. It even has batteries. You just unscrew the end, and there's a little red device here that keeps it from making contact like it should. You take that out, then you screw the lid back on, and it's good to go. You start it by turning this little wand here, and when I turn the throat of of this handle, you'll see the little pumice stones start to turn. Okay, and that's all there is to it. I thought, okay, what do I do when I have taken all the abrasion off this, when I've worn it off? And there are replacement cartridges, and what you do is you just press the side here, and then this pops out and is able to be replaced. I don't know how much those are because I didn't see them last night, but I'll come back on the notes on this video and post that for you. The great thing I like about this is it's very difficult to go too deep with this because the motor is not strong enough. If you press really hard, it will stop. Let me show you. So you can stop it. So if you press very hard, it will just quit turning. But you don't want to press hard anyway. You want it to do lightly. I'm just going to show you right here on this tender part of my skin. It doesn't hurt. Now, if I left it there very long, it would. But I'm just going to show you. And that's how you would rub it over your heel or the front of your toes, any place where you have dry skin. And yes, this will become almost white with the dry skin it's taking off. And I do not want to immortalize my feet in YouTube video history, so I'm not going to show you. But I will tell you on the heels of my feet and the front of my toes where it was dry, I used this morning. I am so impressed. It worked perfectly. My feet are absolutely smooth. It only took a few minutes. It's very simple to use. It does not hurt. When I got finished, I put lotion on my feet, and oh my goodness, they look like the feet of a 20-year-old who's just been to the spa for a day and been pampered. I'm so excited about this. Yes, it's not cheap. It's $35, but it sure does beat this old thing. I hope if you're a barefoot person and you want to get rid of those cracks and dry skin on your feet, that you will give this a try. I think it's well worth it. If you have any questions, let me know and I'll try to answer them. Until next time, this is Cat's Cradle.